So I'm sure a lot of people have already heard about this. As of the 1st of July, there is a number of visas that won't be able to apply for a student visa while they are onshore. The department has released a full list, so it's not just the 485 and tourist visas. Let's have a look. So the list includes the 485 graduate visa, the 600 visitor visa, 601 ETA visa, 602 medical treatment. So if you hold a medical treatment visa in Australia, you can't change to a student visa. The 651 e-visitor, 771 transit visa. There's also the maritime crew, as well as the 403 and the 426. So these visa holders will not be able to apply for a student visa while they are onshore in Australia. If you're still looking to apply for a student visa, you will need to travel offshore and lodge a student visa while you are offshore. So some people have asked, does this apply to the 408 COVID visa holders? So far, they are not on the list, as well as 482 and a couple of other visas. If your visa is not on this list, you can assume that you can still apply for the student visa while you are onshore in Australia. A lot of people are now becoming eligible for the 191 visa. To be eligible for the 191 visa, you must have been on the 491 or the 494 visa for the past 3 years. Now, the conditions of these two visas are slightly different, but you must have lived and worked in regional Australia for the past 3 years before you apply. Some people want to apply for the 491 visa, but they are concerned because by the time they're eligible for the 191, they'll be over 45. But I want to confirm that there is no age limit for the 191 visa. I have some awesome news for 482, 494 and 457 visa holders. So previously for these visa holders, if their sponsorship has ceased, they had 60 days to find a new employer. However, that has now been extended to 180 days. And get this, during that 180 days, you can work for any employer during that time to support yourself and your family, which is awesome because before you couldn't. You couldn't even change employers until the new nomination was approved. So that's just the information up there. Stay tuned for more migration updates. This is for you if you want to apply for your temporary graduate 485 visa before the 1st of July 2024. So as we know, after the 1st of July 2024, there's going to be some pretty big changes. So if you want to get in before these changes, these are the things that you'll need to be aware of. Now, you need to have an English test and also your Australian Federal Police check, but you must have completed your course before the 1st of July 2024. And you must meet the Australian study requirement, which is 92 weeks of study over 16 calendar months. To prove that you have completed your course, you'll need a completion letter from your education provider. So that completion letter should include when you started and finished the course, whether you did any distance learning, location of the campus, whether the applicant studied full-time or part-time. A lot of people will be rushing to submit their applications. I've had a few consultations and I want to make sure that people are aware of the requirements so they don't get a refusal. I've been getting a lot of comments on my videos asking if cook and chef will be off the list. First of all, I can't speak for the other occupation list, but this is the occupation list that's in consultation for the skills in demand visa, the new visas that will be announced in December. And what they've done, they've targeted occupations for consultation. And they've got some draft lists at the moment. So you've got CSAL confident on list, CSAL confident off list, and then CSAL targeted for consultation list. And if you go into each of these tabs, you'll be able to see a list of the occupations. I was looking in the list that's targeted for consultation. Baker, pastry cook, chef, cook are all on this list. It's not in the confident off list pile, so hopefully it won't be taken off. But if you do go to the CSAL confident off list, cafe and restaurant manager is in that pile. So there's more likelihood that that occupation will be taken off the list for the skills in demand visa. Again, I can't speak for the other occupation lists, such as the 189, 190. There's going to be changes to it, but we're looking at later on the year or maybe even next year. But that's more reason to get your applications ready to lodge, because there may be a big round of invites before they do start another type of visa or something like that, which we don't know yet.